Hey all folks, come on in. Just really quick, this is like part two to remember that video I did about checking out the John Lennon material that hasn't seen the light of day and stuff that's still in the vault. Well, we're going to check it out a little bit more. Okay, we'll see what we got here, and hope you're all doing well. Okay, I went on here and I asked, I said, is there any interesting in a lot of the unreleased John Lennon material that is yet to see the light of day and is still in the vault? Could you please describe and break it down?
While the Ultimate Collection box sets, like Mind Games and Plastic Ono Band, have emptied a lot of the vault, some intriguing John Lennon material remains unreleased or lost. As of early 2026, here is a breakdown of what collectors and historians believe is still tucked away or currently missing in action. 1. The lost Beatles-era demos. Before the Beatles officially recorded songs, John often made home demos or studio sketches. Some have never been heard by the public. Do you want to know a secret? 1962? While we have the version sung by George Harrison, John's original demo has never surfaced. I Call Your Name, 1963. A demo version is known to exist but has not been officially released or bootlegged in full. In My Life, 1965. Early home tapes of John working out the melody and lyrics are rumored to exist in the private archives. Carnival of Light, 1967. Though a group effort, this 14-minute avant-garde track features heavy Lennon involvement. It remains the holy grail for fans, though Paul McCartney has hinted it may one day see the light of day. 2. The 1970s Solo Vaults. The solo years produced a massive amount of home recordings and studio outtakes. While the Ultimate sets have covered a lot, specific rarities are still in the vault. Plastic Ono Band Outtakes, 1970. Titles like When a Boy Meets a Girl, Sally and Billy, and I'm Not as Strong as You Think were recorded but left off the final track lists. While snippets or demos exist for some, fully produced studio versions are still rare. London Air and New York Wind, 1971. This was a planned jam album that never materialized. It contains early, improvisational versions of tracks that eventually landed on Some Time in New York City. The Between the Lines demo, 1975. A track called Popcorn was recorded during John's retirement phase for a potential album that was eventually shelved. 3. The Dakota Home Tapes, 1975 to 1980. This is where the most new material usually comes from. John spent years recording into a boombox at the Dakota. Now and Then, the final master. While the final Beatles version was released in 2023, various alternative takes and the original raw cassette demos still exist in the archive. Help Me to Help Myself, a deeply personal late 70s demo. While a version appeared on the acoustic album, there are rumors of more polished takes or different arrangements still hidden away. The Strange December 8th, 1980 tape. There have long been rumors of a studio tape recorded on the final day of his life that was reportedly erased or suppressed because the content was considered too weird or experimental for the time. 4. Recent and upcoming releases, 2025-2026. The estate, managed by Sean Ono Lennon, has shifted toward reimagining the vault rather than just releasing raw takes. Anthology 4, released November 2025. This recently released set included a few more snippets of Get Back era jams and upgraded audio of previously lost 1962 Cavern Club tapes. Meditation mixes, 2024 to 2026. Following the Mind Games meditation sets, a 3 LP set for the song Love is scheduled for Record Store Day, April 18th, 2026. These aren't new songs, but they use isolated vault vocals to create entirely new ambient experiences. Note for collectors: many unreleased tracks are actually held by private collectors who bought them at auction. For example, a 1964 demo of I'll Be On My Way, and the only remaining unbootlegged outtake from With the Beatles, Take 7 of All I've Gotta Do, are currently in private hands rather than the official Apple/EMI vault.
Okay, and oh yeah, so there's still a lot of John Lennon stuff still available out there. It's whether or not they want to put it out. Apparently they're going to be dripping out some stuff, reimagining stuff, like they're going to be putting the song "Love" isolated vocals out in Record Store Day, which is always interesting. Always interesting to get something new and different. All right, thank you all. See, I knew there was a lot more stuff out there than there is. They kind of just give it to the people in piecework, but you know, we just want a little bit more. But thank you all for watching. Yeah, I thought it was gonna rain. I was looking up into the sky, but keep on rocking and